Hey Esteban, this is the video I promised to get over to you that talks about improving your social presence for your tree service business. So I did a couple things. I took a look at your website and it looks good. Honestly, there's probably not anything I would change on here. It's laid out well. There's multiple options for calling in and reaching out to you. There's also a contact form, which is great. That gets sent to you, and you can keep it electronically in case you're not able to get to it until later. So that's done well. There's also, I like how you have, descriptions of the services that you do. Again, the contact button there, or the contact form, is great. The projects that are listed as well. So, in a nutshell, I don't know that I would change anything about your website. What I would offer for you to take a look at and consider is utilizing Facebook and Google advertising to drive leads to your website. So one thing you can do, actually two things you can do as far as Facebook is concerned. Facebook has a tool called Ads Library, the Facebook Ads Library, and it's a free tool where you can go in and you can do a search for other tree service companies. And this is very broad. I looked throughout the United States and I found some ads that look good. What you can do in the ads library is you can see how long something's been running. So, these just started really. So, don't know exactly how well they're going to perform, but I can tell you that these are laid out pretty well. This one in particular is nice. It talks about an offer, $500 off, right? And it's this month only. So there's a sense of urgency. So, hopefully folks will call in and take advantage of that ad. Then also it talks about, there's an issue here, right? You have trees hanging over your home. You need to call in and get it taken care of, right? It's too close for comfort. And then there's some good imagery down here, and as well as the offer again. And finally, get the quote, right? So that one's good. The one next to it is pretty good too, right? It's bulleted. You want to be short and to the point really with these ads, and it has good imagery here as well. And then, the call to action is call now. So that's kind of how you would do your research when you're looking to set up the Facebook advertising as far as the copy. And when you're ready, you can actually create an audience here through a tool called Facebook Ads Manager. And again, this is free as well. So, in theory, you could do this yourself. Basically, what you can do is you can go in and you can get a location in here. So, this particular location is San Antonio, Texas. So I know that's a really big city, has a radius. We have set it with a radius of 20 miles. So that's probably might be too big, because what I want to show you over here is that the size of the audience here is about 760,000. We want to be around 500,000 typically with a small business budget. And, I want to show you how we can get closer to that number with some of these levers that we have over here. If we go and we change that particular radius and we change it to, say, 10, I think 10 is probably the lowest that we can go. Right. And I'll show you over here. It went down. It's still not at 500,000, but it definitely went down. The other thing is we have some levers here: age demographics, genders, special interests. But say I wanted to target, mature folks, right? 35 and above, basically. And you can see over here, audience size change. So this is much closer to what we are wanting to deal with. The other thing is there's options in here for putting in special interest. I just happen to pick home improvement because those folks mostly are probably interested in, keeping their home looking good and attractive and dealing with tree services, Okay, so that's Facebook. And again, the object would be to drive leads to your website. The other one is Google advertising. So this would come up when you're doing a search, tree services near me, or tree services San Antonio, things of that nature. And it shows up after this section here, typically, and it's going to say sponsored on it. And basically, if you click on the link, you can click on the link, you can call them, right from this particular advertisement directly. So it's real easy. But if you click on the link, it's going to take you to, this is a landing page. And the sole purpose of the landing page is to get folks to call you, right? They can call you, they can submit their contact information at the bottom here. And throughout the site, there's still some descriptions as to, what services are offered. There's some good pictures of the team, some nice tree work. I guess that's been done there, some pruning, and more opportunities to call in. So in a nutshell, I would say basically Facebook advertising and Google advertising would drive folks to your website. It's going to keep your ranking looking good, and it's going to get you actually even higher than you are right now. You're actually in pretty good shape, and you have these 5-star reviews, which is awesome. So, you're a good business already. This will even get you higher up on the list when people are doing a search, and it'll keep you there too. So, I hope you like it, and I hope we speak soon. Okay, take care, Esteban.